Everyone, welcome back to Howtechs. Today we're going to unbox the Aftershokz AEROPEX wireless bone conducting headphones. So these are, as you can see in the picture, basically not in your ear headphones, and these are obviously wireless, Bluetooth, etc. So this is what it looks like without your head on it, and basically your ear goes here. These touch, I guess, the temple bone right in front of your ear, and I have tested these out before in a demonstration, and they actually sound pretty good. And the whole idea with this is that it's not in your ear, so it's not plugging up your ear. Hopefully your kind of peripheral hearing is working while you're jogging. And in this case, it actually mentions here that it's like IP67 waterproof too, which is great, you know, if you're sweating or running in the rain or whatever. Let's see. Open ear design, bone conducting technology, and this all the different languages. Premium pitch 2.0 plus stereo sound. I guess whatever premium pitch is somehow works with your bone conducting. And we have multi-point pairing. I'm not sure where you would use this if you were like outside jogging with it, but let's say you also wanted to use this in an office environment. You could connect to your computer as well as, you know, your phone, or maybe even multiple phones or other Bluetooth devices. 8 hours of music and calls. That's actually quite good. So you could make it through a whole workday, hopefully. What else do we have? Moisture detected alert. So if it's IP67, do you need that? What is that going to tell you? Oh, by the way, you dropped it in the water? Not exactly sure. And then titanium fit. So I'm not exactly sure what is titanium in here. It might just be the kind of spring in the around the back part. This titanium, who knows? Anyway, so let's take a look inside. Oh, and by the way, this is the cosmic black version. I don't know what other colors it comes in. Okay, so how do we open this? Actually, you have to pull this flap up, and it unfolds, and it says be open. And we have our two active people here, both wearing it. You can't even tell. And here we are. Okay, so here is our Aftershokz AEROPEX. Actually pretty small. You know, it's not big. It's definitely obviously bigger than like a AirPods, which would only be like this big. But this part is quite light, although I guess that's the titanium in there. Okay, it might be hard to see because it is really black, but on the bottom you have basically your charger connector. I guess those two pins there. You have up and down, that should be up and down volume. And then there is one button here on the left side. I guess that's probably like, you know, a function button and or like pick up and hang up. And then on this side you can see that there is a small hole which should be for the microphone. And so that's probably where the water would get in if it does get submerged. So yeah, not too bad. It does have some flexibility here. So when you're taking it on, putting it off, or if it's bouncing around. But yeah, not too bad. Aftershokz and Aftershokz. And it's kind of a tacky surface. Like, I don't know how that's going to look after several years of wearing or whatever. But it feels nice when it's brand new out of the box. Let's see what else we have in here. Oh, interesting. So, anyway. So it comes with this rubberized pouch, with a magnet on here. This is obviously your storage case. What else do we have in here? Let's see. Should be some charging cable. This is also magnetized. I guess that's connecting there. So we have a USB cable on one end with the charger, and I guess it comes with two. So yeah, that's the charger. Let's take one out. Here you are. So it's basically a USB-A with that proprietary charger in here. So that should magnetize against there. Yeah, you can feel even through the plastic it's connecting. So that's great. It's great that it actually comes with two, because, you know, you might want to leave one at home and one at the office, or one in your car and one at home, depending on where you're running from, and two. So let's take a quick look at the manual. So basically we have the multifunction button. That's the one on the earpiece, or the outside your earpiece, I guess. There's actually two microphones, and that's interesting. And then it has power and volume, an LED indicator, so probably to tell you when it's charging, maybe to blink when it's running low, and then the magnetic charging point as we saw. And yeah, so that's that, and I guess it unfolds and lists all the details here in case you're wondering. So 1-year warranty mentioned on the box as well as here, water resistance, IP67, etc., etc. So how to set it up, it's pretty simple. Just charge, pair, and connect. So nowadays that's pretty simple with almost anything, you know, on an iPhone at least. So that's in here. What else is in here? Oh, it actually comes with earplugs, which is interesting. That's an interesting thing. Well, first of all, nice case. But in this case, because you have the bone conducting one, let's say you're on an airplane and you want to shut out the sound. So this doesn't help you at all, but this does. So especially if you're trying to sleep on an airplane or whatever, there's someone annoying next to you, you could put this on and still hear all your music through the bone conducting one. And as I mentioned, I have used this before and it does work surprisingly well. I was expecting it to sound like really tinny or fuzzy, but it actually sounded surprisingly good. And so yeah, that's all that's in here. This is pretty nice. It's pretty thick, so I can imagine like you're not gonna rip it or wear it out anytime soon. So this is actually pretty interesting. Definitely check this out before you try to use it. So it explains how to turn it on and off, like hold the button down for 5 seconds, etc. Tells you what the blinking means. And also, most importantly perhaps, it explains the moisture detected alert. And I guess the main thing with this is because there's 2 electric leads there, you don't want to short circuit it with sweat. So in this case, if that does happen, if there's a short circuit across here, it will vibrate and emit a beep beep warning sound. So please dry the liquid if that happens. So basically what that means is if you are sweating so profusely that there's water all running down here and actually short circuiting across here, because keep in mind this should be on the bottom, it will actually warn you by vibrating and beeping and flashing a light that this thing needs to be wiped off. Otherwise it's going to run the battery down, and or I don't know if it'll overheat or not. Hopefully it won't catch on fire. But yeah, that's basically it for the AEROPEX by Aftershokz. Like I said, sounds surprisingly good. Give it a try if they have a demonstration set up at a store, because I tried it and I was actually pretty happy with it. Okay, so that's it for today. See you guys next time. Bye. Everyone, welcome back to Howtechs. Today we have an iPhone 12 Pro, hot off the presses. I just picked it up at the Apple Store. It is the morning of the release, the 23rd of October.